Back at it again. Run through some games on duels here. So I had a super really cool and fun thing where I went on vacation with my wife for her birthday this past weekend, and I thought it was a great idea to play competitive ranked matches on airplane Wi-Fi. Heads up, it is not. I can't tell you how many games I was like, oh wow, I'm totally winning this one. And then it was like, hey, by the way, you just lost because you were inactive for too long. So here we are, back at it with a different approach now. Um, the whole let's make everything up and figure it out. That's where we are at now. So I am going to be getting some games in, getting some practice. Let's see what we got. I've been playing with a few different lists here. So we've got the R&B's bots list. I've got Zan's list that I actually switched up and made more similar to R&B's. It's just slight tweaks. I've got the typical Maleficent build, a few other things here. Let's get a good fun warm-up game, I think. I'm just gonna run with this droids list, which by the way here I can show you. I'll show you it real quick. Show it to you all. We'll make it nice and pretty. So here we go. We've got the full droid package, an extra. I added the 3-drop here, which is a little bit different than most other lists. RMB was running it, and I was like, hey, that's not too bad of an idea. Um, I think that draw could potentially be an issue, but I really haven't had a whole lot of difficulty with it. Um, what up, Jimmy? Good old Jimmy Ten Fingers, which is a sketchy number of fingers to have. Um, in this list, though, as far as draw goes, I feel like Demona and Hades have done a good job with the guidebook to make sure that I have plenty of draw going on in this, and it's extremely consistent. And hey, what do you know? 4 ofs everywhere. So let's get some game action with this bots list. And I still think Xandroid cracks me up. I'm so funny to myself. All right, looks like we're on the draw here. All right, so out of this, I think I want to keep a droid, but it's a little greedy to do so. Gotta send back Demona, Vanderchill. I'm keeping the shift line. We'll send this back, put one back, because I'll definitely be able to dump one with Syndrome turn 4 if Incrediboy survives. I think it might be smarter to hold off, but I'm just gonna keep it. We'll be a little risky here. Okay, so this kind of worked out. We got that morph as well. So, ooh, tough. So what I'm probably gonna do is turn 2 Incrediboy, turn 3 morph, turn 4 we'll get that syndrome out. Um, Not great going into this. Okay, so it's green blue. We know that. We can ink a Hades. What did they ink? MMS. Okay. And then I think that's all we do. Just ink and pass. Now remember, guys, if y'all send me Dreamborn links, then I'll definitely give your decks a try. I think it's always fun doing stuff like that. Hmm. I think to play the long game, it's smarter to. It looks like he's probably going to dump his hand pretty quick, so we'll keep the guidebook and we'll ink a Demona and we'll send out Incrediboy. And you know what's really cool about Incrediboy? Something I'd never noticed before is it doesn't specify that the hero has to be one of your heroes. So guess what? Minnie Mouse is a hero. All right, I wanted to keep the draw, but now I'm a little nervous on that. Do I ink the cat or play the cat? I think because I'm not going to be able to use him for 2 extra turns, I think we can ink it because I think that having that draw is going to be better later. I think we ink the cat, we set out morph. We basically are just giving him 6 extra lore. All right, great. So now I get to ink the guidebook too. Tough. All right, so we'll ink guidebook. We can shift syndrome. All right, so we've got to just do this. We have to exert gainer 2. We'll shift the for free. Bink. Yeah, we'll bounce that back. Always nice to have more stuff. And we have to clear out the Mickey, or the Mini, whatever it's called. And now I think that we have ourselves set up pretty well here. This is why the bots is such a good list, and this is also why I got rid of that Demona. So see how he has so few cards in hand? Playing the long game, man. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, so now I think that what we want to do is we can't get rid of Bush Root immediately, but I can ink that. We play this out. We can literally just clear the board. We'll move 2 damage. Blink. We'll clear out. I can challenge into Bobby to clear it, and then I still have 1 damage to play with. Yeah, we'll put it on Mini. Challenge this Mini. Challenge this Bobby. And now we are feeling good. Yeah, he's probably not. Oh, that's strange. I didn't expect that. Problem with Hades here is that Hades immediately, we can't even target anything. So what we'll do instead is we'll play out the Vanderchill. Her stuff will just go away. We have Omni Droid here. We'll discard something. How about something that's uninkable? And then we just quest out, and now we basically are feeling really good. Oh, no, we're not. Alright. We're probably going to lose Syndrome here, I would expect. But we can still dump this Omni Droid for free. Play it for free. Can't really use either of those for value. And then I think we just quest out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, so if he doesn't... okay. I guess he didn't like what he drew. And that's why the droids is so crazy. It's pretty intense like that. All right, I think now I have been so bad with this red-purple evasive list. It's just kind of a generic one I found on Dreamborn. Um, ooh, we got ourselves, someone sent us a list. All right, we're gonna go first here. I'll be playing that one next. We'll try your list next, all right? Here we go. I like having the ability to curve out, so we'll sit down Demona. We'll keep Cheshire. We can get rid of that, get rid of that, that, and that. This might be, I'm going to keep Mr. Incredible because if we get Bob, he'll be very valuable. And we didn't, so whatever. All right, we're going to take this Dreamborn list that was sent to us and we'll load it up on the back end so that I can test it out as well. So we're gonna have to ink Mr. Incredible, play out a Peter Pan, and now he knows what I'm playing. And if he doesn't, then or she. Now, if they don't know what I'm playing, then that's due to them not having as much exposure to the different lists. All right, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we have a turn to. I can drop another Peter Pan, but I could probably save that. I think what I'm going to do instead is ink this second Peter Pan, since it doesn't really do much. We'll set this out for later. We'll get a quest in. All right, and I'm going to get this list loaded up into Duel, and we'll have it as a second. All right, so they did not play a character again, which is interesting. I kind of want to pop the guidebook to see if I get more stuff, because I would like to not have to ink the Mr. Incredible. All right, so what we'll do is we'll ink this Peter Pan, play out the second Peter Pan because I ran out of ink, and we'll pass that way. All right, import this here list. Paste it. Okay, and now we'll be playing your list next. We have this guy now. I can shift 4. I think that's the play. We shift 4. Sorry, cat. Bink. Put him on the 2-2 because it seems weaker. And now everything's evasive. Woohoo! Quest for 3. Alright, and so we're definitely paired up against a boosty list here. That's tough. That's tough. The good news is we'll be able to play Mr. Incredible next. Mm, That would have been really cool to play out. But we can't, so I'm gonna have to ink a Mr. Incredible. We'll play out a Mr. Incredible. And we'll end our turn. I think I'm just bad at this list here. Of course. Why wouldn't everyone have everything? I always struggle against boosting, no matter who's playing it or what they have. I am terrible into boost. Alright, so I'm gonna be, it's 2 strength or less. Firefly Swarm won't do me anything. So what we'll do is we'll set out a Hercules, and I think the smarter thing is gonna be to ink Mr. Incredible, but I'm gonna play it. No. Yeah, we need to ink it. I need to ink it because we have some 6-cost characters that could be extremely beneficial, like Demona, and that'd be nice to have. All right, Jamanda, I did put your list into Dreamborn, so I'll be able to test that out in a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. After this game, which I'm still not super confident in. Do we fight Scrooge with Scrooge? Y'all thinking Scrooge versus Scrooge? And that way, if Scrooge, I'm gonna go ahead and boost it. Any damage. Boom. And now if my Scrooge gets killed, then I will be able to, well, if I challenge him with my Scrooge, that's two things into the discard, and I'll be able to Firefly Swarm and bing, get them all. Oh my gosh, I really hate that stinking Sully. It's so good. It's seriously so good. Oh, cool. Firefly Swarm. This is what we'll do. Bink. Exert Sully. Boost Scrooge. Take it out. Alright. What do you know? Raging Storm. Who would have guessed? It'd be cool if I drew into some good things right now. Alright. This is what I've been waiting for. A Demona. But there's no reason to play it now. Okay, so I'm gonna set out a Dumbo here, and we will boost and then quest and pass. Oh, who would have guessed? He has all the answers because everyone always has all the answers against me. It's very irritating. It really looks like he's trying to set himself up to where he can do the Sully shift and do that little infinite combo nonsense with it. Um, I'm gonna just probably play out. I think I can. I wish that there was a way for me to have drawn more. That would have been cool. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna ink a red alert because I'm not sure that he has good targets for me with it. Play out Demona. We can go ahead and boost once more, and then we can challenge in. This is gonna be so irritating because guess what? He's gonna play another Sully and bring back that Sully nonstop. It is nonstop with those. The Sully shenanigans are annoying. So are the Raging Storms. I'm so tired of drawing red alert. He doesn't have anything that's going to really be worth it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and ink it. No, what do you know? Exactly like I said, he's playing a Sully to bring back a Sully. And if he plays a second Sully, then I don't know what to do. That's just annoying. Honestly, I'm tempted to just concede because these games take so flippin' long, man. This is why I hate Control. Control is my least favorite to play against or use because the games take so long. Oh, yay, a Bob Har. We have so much stuff we can do. Okay, so as you can kind of see here, this is the Sully combo. You shift the Sully, you play the Sully for turn him sideways, gain 2 lore. I gotta take care of it, or he's just gonna keep questing for 2, which is not good. but then he gets to immediately bring back a Sully after the Sully underneath that he shifted on top of right after that. It's so frustrating. Oh, cool. There's two of them. Yeah, now he can do the Olaf nonsense because whenever he plays that back, he can. Okay, have to challenge him with this. I think the right thing is to do that. And here it comes. He brings back Sully and gets the other Sully back to his hand. You know what? He's got me in the lock, so I'm just gonna go ahead and concede so that we don't waste all day here. Okay. All right, so we're gonna try out that new list. I called it Mordu because I saw that you had a Mordu in there. I should have just ran with the name you have for it, so I apologize for that. But let's give it a shot. All right. Purple steel I generally just feel good with. On the play, let's see what we got here. We will absolutely send back Mob Song because it's very big. Okay, so Cower before me seems like it'd be really good for aggro here. Send back the witches. Alright, so we'll do this. We'll send that back as well. Basically, we'll just drop a Zootopia turn 1 here. Okay, there's a Horned King. I think that Zootopia turn 1 is going to be the play, though. Okay, this has potential to be fairly solid, but we'll go ahead and play out Zootopia. See what we got. Okay, what did he ink here? Okay, yellow-green. I imagine with this specific stitch. Interesting. He might be going aggro, but I'm not 100% sure. Feels weird. Alright. Alright, so what we'll do next is we got two Frozen Vine. I think that those will play out a Diablo. Okay, so Zootopia would be good filtering. Oh, I just realized that second one. I should have inked one of those. Alright. Let's see what he sets out here. Okay, so Ursula isn't going to be hitting anything because I don't have any songs. That's interesting for sure. Ooh, I love this Headless Horseman inclusion. Good call with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off on questing with Diablo. I think I can do this because... Okay, so we'll ink one of the Frozen Vines. I think the right play is going to be to play this. We'll ping 2 on Ursula, 1 on Stitch. I can go ahead and quest for 1. There's not like an Ursula thing that he can do there. Alright, we'll try that out. That might have been bold to quest with the Diablo there. I'm not really sure what his game plan is based on the cards he's played so far. The Stitch is throwing me off, I think. Did he ink yet? No, not yet for this turn. Something to remember whenever you're playing is that you can get a lot of information from watching what your opponent inks. Okay, so he discarded a Stitch there. He might be, I don't know, because that's just a vanilla Stitch. And there's a Lilo. I'm thinking if you're playing Lilo and Stitch, you're probably going to be playing a Amber Steel, though. I think I like having the Headless Horseman. I'm gonna play one for sure, but I need to ink something. I think I'm gonna have to ink one. We'll play one out. We'll have him enter ready, because Diablo's effect would have made it to where they would have had to challenge Diablo first anyway. We'll just exert. Game two. I'm trying to out aggro this guy, but I have no clue what he's got in his list. Ham. Stitches. Okay, so he's gonna play. Okay. Classic Eleanor line. Okay, so we can get the Frozen Vine out. I think I'm gonna hit Smash on Ham because I don't think that he'll be able to play enough. He's gonna put 1 damage on something, so big deal. I don't think I want to play that out. I think that I'm gonna have to ink this though. Boo boo boo. I think that we smash Ham, we hit this, we hit this. What do we do? I don't think he's going to be challenging next turn anyway. I think I'm going to hold off. Honestly, Zootopia may win us the game with all the lords getting us. So Jimmy, whenever it comes to this, the thing that you're supposed to remember, like as far as rules go, is you always take the effect of what says you can't do something, and this villain, your villain characters can't be challenged, supersedes Bodyguard because it just enters play exerted and must be challenged if able. Since technically Diablo then accepts, air quote, the challenge, he's not able to challenge him with it. So what we're going to do here, though, is we're going to play out the Frozen Vine. I think that the right play is going to be, what if we move him to the Frozen Vine? Because I expect he's going to try to take out the Diablo first. We do that, and we do that. So this is an interesting list so far. It's very much like it's pretty aggro. I don't think that I love the Cower Before Me here. Oh God, 3 Eleanor? You gotta be kidding me. I really need a way to exert or baby. You get it. You get it. Yes. Swooping Strike is coming in freaking clutch. So now he's gonna have to exert something, and I'm gonna be able to clear out an Eleanor. Boom. Sucker. Oh, wait. What we do is we quest. And then we do that. There we go. And now, I'll go ahead and set this up so that neither of them can challenge in. And guess what? That is 4 lore. We got game. We got game. You can play all the little one cost characters you want. I quest for 1 and I win. We'll just say good game. That was it. That was interesting. That list is definitely interesting. So what I'm gonna do real quick is pop this up over here. Bink. Bink. We'll look at this here. All right. Okay, so I don't really like the Cower Before Me's that much, even though it literally won it right there. Um, that kind of feels like a steel version of the Pocahontas. Okay, I see the idea you've got going on. I think in this list, you have 64 cards and 17 uninkables. So things that I would look for is I would try to find a way to cut down the uninkables and try to get down to 60. Both of those would definitely make this a little bit smoother of a list to run. And I think that things that I would immediately look to cut is I'm not super big on the ingenious device. It feels like that is better in an infinity items list. I'd probably take that out. It's also uninkable. Um, I think that I kind of like, I would go, what does Casa Madrigal even do again? Okay, so Casa Madrigal is dependent on having characters out. Okay, so in that case, I would probably cut that and add up a Zootopia. Um, I like this idea. So maybe what I'll do is I will take something similar like this after, because I'm gonna have to wrap up relatively soon. It's a short stream right now, but I think I'm gonna take an idea kind of like this and do a purple steel locations build. Those tend to be fairly like cheap and also pretty aggressive, so they're pretty good decks. I feel like aggro decks generally just run well. And then I'll definitely be sharing that with you since we go to the same place on Wednesdays, so that's easy. I think what I'm going to do real quick though is probably try to see. Look at this, 0 and 4 with that silly little list. And the two losses for this both came because I'm 0 and 4 with the Ruby Amethyst Evasive, and I am 4 and 2 with Amber Steel song. That's a Lilo and Stitch song specifically. That list, the only two losses that I had were while I was in flight, so I don't really think that counts. All right, let's go back. I'm nervous about playing one more game. All right, we'll do this Panda Power. This is a Ruby Amber songs list, really leaning on using the power line shift and the temporary shift for, there you can see right there, for the Ram Pandas. Okay, on the draw, I feel good with Angel turn 1, Mowgli turn 2, Maylin turn 3. I'm going to send this back, I'm going to send this back. Because soon you will be able to, whoop, over there, okay. Yeah, that's what we'll run with. Okay, even better, even better. Okay, what did you ink? You inked an angel? Hey, guess what? I'm gonna ink an angel too. Um, I'll ink an angel. Do I play the angel to get Singer 3? I don't have a reason to get Singer 3. I'm not gonna be able to get a 3-cost Singer out soon, so I'm gonna play Malin Lee. We'll pass and we'll try to get a better idea of what he's got here. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Jamanda. We'll definitely see you in a little bit. Okay, so he's playing the songs version of Green Yellow. So that means that what the smarter thing for me to do is going to be to play out the Mowgli. So I'm going to ink, look at this family, and we'll play out Mowgli. Sweet. We'll clear out the Akud. Alright, and so over here, remember he had a Lenny two Melins that Vinny is going to play this, and he's got an Akut. So he's probably going to play the Akut next. And if that's the case, he also might play that Melin. Um, yeah, that's what I expected. Now he's probably going to play the Melin to try to get something out. Oh, interesting. Guess what? Your Lenny missed. Good try. Alright, so I'm going to be at 3 ink. I can get the Ariel out, or I can clear out the Ursula. I think the smarter thing to do is going to be to clear out the Ursula. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a temporary shift. The Bee King is tempting. Alright, I'm going to ink this Angel. I think we do the temporary shift and we clear out Ursula. And then I can quest for 1. And you want to see something cool? Watch, damage goes away. Bink. See, this is really fun, but it's not super great. It's super tuned up. So I'm still getting it kind of figured out. Alright, so now they dumped out their own lady, probably to go try to find something cool to play. Something good to play. Something good. Alright. I'm going to... Alright, so I can temporary shift, play this Bee King, and he's going to have to get rid of something, likely his Meilin. Or... And that gives me 2 ink to work with. I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll ink Ariel. Temporary shift the Meilin. We'll sing Bee King. I think that he wants to keep his Lenny. And yeah, see, that's exactly what I expected. Now we have Ursula out. Looks like game 1. Bink, bink. And now this sets me up well because next turn I can shift the Sun Yi. And he keeps just drawing that. And then I can use that and Mowgli to sing Look at This Family. Basically just refill my hand. Oh, grab your bow though. I think that might be the move. I think that might be the move. Because then I'll be able to quest 2. Okay, that's what we'll do. Bink. Sing that. Get them both. Now I can quest for 2. I'm going to go ahead and ink this Malin. Because again, next turn, now for real, I can do Look at This Family and refill the hand. So he's got Horn King, which is an interesting tech in here. Or I can clear that out. And then quest 1. I think. We'll do this with the Mowgli. In quest 1. You know what I'm thinking about is I think I misplayed that. Because I probably could have just set out the Sun Yi, just played it. I think I'm worried about getting too wide of a board and then him clearing it out with the board wipe. Ooh. Okay, so grab your bow is going to be useless here. Alright, so we'll do a sing together with Malin and Ursula first. See what we can get. Alright, it's not bad. I think we just grab both aerials. I want that up front. I'm gonna play this out. We'll go ahead and boost. We can quest for one and pass. Okay, so now he's got to put two things into his discard or to draw a card. That really kind of blows. That puts a lot of things at the bottom of the deck. Um, hmm. I think I have to match him on strength, so I set this here. I'm gonna go ahead and just ink this. That way I'm at 6. I don't want to quest because I'm nervous. Hard casting Under the Sea is strange, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, we're gonna power line. Just quest 2. I'm not sure what his game plan is. Oh, it's got ward. That blows. Okay, I think what we do though is we sing this. We resolve this first. Completely miss on everything. We want her up front. And we'll draw for that. Delos is basically useless. We can still quest 2 here. I think I could just play this and then draw. I'm wondering if I should set out that aerial or not. Second aerial. I think because he's got yellow, I think I'm nervous of. Do we risk it? Do we risk it? Do we risk it? I think we do. I think we risk it. Boost, and we'll draw 2. We'll end up drawing even more than that actually, because blink, draw with that, draw with that. All right. World's Greatest is doing nothing, so let's see what you got in hand. Boom, get your MMS out of here. Boom. Okay. Feeling better. Feeling better, feeling better. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lore on the board. So basically, if he does not get a board wipe, then we've pretty much got it. Unlock. What are you getting back with Sully? What are you getting back with Sully? I'm not even sure what you have in here that's worth it. Maybe Maylin Lee? Lenny? Interesting choice. Yeah, look at my hand. I've got Ariel. Alright. So what we do here, I'm going to set up another Sun Yi. I think I can, I want to get 2 lore. What if we just quest out? Yeah. Yep. You going to be able to answer everything? Singiniku, ready it up. Did you draw it? Did you draw it? No, you didn't. Good game. Good game. We got it with the pandas. Panda power. Power panda, baby! I normally play purple deck, so this is really interesting. Not playing a purple deck. We did it. Good game. Good games, y'all. All right. Like I said, short stream today. I'm gonna wrap it up, call it quits for the evening. We'll see how we're feeling later. I may be able to hop on again. So, y'all have a good one.